Hello everyone, this is a demonstration on how our project works. This is Steve, and Steve wants to buy food at his local cafeteria. Since there is no one in line, Steve will be the first person there. So as Steve passes through the first IR sensor, what this does is the sensor sends the signal to the ESP32, which is the motherboard, and the motherboard then sends the data collected, which is the number of people waiting in line, to the cloud via Wi-Fi. The cloud then sends the data to the Blink webpage or the app to display the number of people waiting in line. As you can see now, the number is 1. Let's say a second person goes through the line. So the data displayed will change to 2. So as Steve has already bought his food, he will exit the queue by passing through the second IR sensor. With the same concept as entering the queue, the data changes, but this time the counter decreases as it has detected someone that has exited the queue. So as you can see here, as Steve exits the queue, the counter changes from 2 to 1. So to ensure accuracy, we have programmed the system to detect when someone changes their mind. For example, let's say Steve goes through the line again. He passes through the first IR sensor, but then he changes his mind as he doesn't really want to buy the food. So he passes through it again. He exits the same way as he entered. So not only will our system detect it, but at the same time, the data sent will be spontaneous and it will change the counter from 2 back to 1 as you saw just now. And that's it for the demonstration. Thank you.
As for the problem statement, university cafeterias often face crowding problems, especially during lunch and dinner hours. Students may spend from 15 to 30 minutes or more just by waiting in line, which wastes valuable study and rest time. This also creates frustration and stress, especially when students have back-to-back classes. Hence, our project addresses this problem by providing updates before students decide to enter the cafeteria. This way, students can better manage their time and avoid unnecessary conflicts and delays.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain about the impact to societies of this project and the ways to commercialize it, and also the sustainable development goals. Now, this queue counting system helps reduce overcrowding and waiting times in public areas like banks, clinics, and government offices. By tracking number of people entering and exiting, it ensures better crowd management and improves customer experience. And to commercialize it, we can offer it as a plug-and-play solution to small businesses or package it as a subscription-based service with cloud analytics for malls and public buildings. It's affordable, easy to install, and highly scalable. Now, for the sustainable development goals, first it touches on good health and well-being. It reduces stress and frustration by minimizing long waiting times, and it also helps students to manage their time better, improving mental well-being. Next, it touches on quality education. It saves students valuable time so they can focus more on studies rather than waiting in line. And it shows practical application of STEM knowledge and promoting innovation and learning. And finally, it touches on responsible consumption and production. By monitoring queues, cafeterias can predict demand and manage food production more efficiently, reducing food waste.
We are using one charging module, 2 ringgit 80 cents, one rechargeable battery, 1 ringgit 69 cents, 2 infrared transmitters, 26 ringgit, one Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module, 23 ringgit 90 cents, 2 cables, 93 ringgit each, and one mounting board, 5 ringgit 59 cents. So the total comes up to 78 ringgit 58 cents.